Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Um, oh man, Connie Balmer. Connie Balmer was the first one here. Oh, very cool. Thank you so much for being here, Eldrika L. Thank you. Thank you very much for being here. I hope my allergies are not going to give me problems. I just looked outside and it looks like it's snowing. I haven't seen anything like it since Studio 54. Um, yeah, I think all of the allergies and stuff, people, anybody who suffers from allergies, I'm not talking about that kind of snowing. Nobody's bringing up anybody's uncle today. Not that snow. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Not the Uncle Snow. Um, um, well, I'm just talking about pollen and stuff like that. Anyway, so let me stop before this gets weirder than it already is. Oh, there we go. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for the neighbors. Oh, thank you so much, Lydia Washington. Yes, kaboom. Well, it's 88,000. Looks like by Lilybeth's birthday, I'm pretty sure with that last push that we should easily make it to 100,000. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm going to do another contribution. Let's see here. Oh, and you know what? I'll make sure. Oh, why don't I do that right now? I'll put the link. Oh, Lydia, I almost put you in a timeout. That would have been awkward. Oh, you know what it is? I can't do it on this screen. I got to open up another screen. All right. Sorry about that. Let me see. I'm going to open up another screen, and then that way I can put the link at the top of the chat. I was about to put you in timeout. Um, yeah, see, certain things you just can't do it on the StreamYard, which is the what? Oh, okay. I just saw something that said not available, and I put up a rather snarky video for Wadey Katie late last night, which is why I slept all day again. Um, and anyway, I thought they had took it down, but they didn't. All right. Okay, so I am looking for that link. I'll put that at the top of the chat. So it will be easy for you all to find it. Huh. Well, I tell you what, Lydia, if you could do that again, then I'll post it the next time because I kind of lost it. This only starts off where I just clicked in. So if you could do that one more time, and then I will put it at the top of the chat, and we will have it locked in. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the very beginning. Or should I say to the last person to enter? Annie Bullard, who wants to say hi to a bunch of people. We're always glad for that. Thank you very much, Annie Bullard. And let's see. Oh, okay. Got it this time. Pin message. Not timeout. Pin message. Got it. Oh, man. Okay. What is wrong with me today? Okay. You'd think I was hanging out with somebody's uncle. All right. Okay, very cool. Let's go ahead. All right, so I was thinking to myself, I will not bring this up today because, well, we're going to be flooded with it, which is okay because, my theory is okay, now, first of all, I feel very sad for anyone who has been adversely affected by this, meaning, of course, someone that may be young and impressionable. And of course, that person, from all accounts, seemed to be in a great deal of distress. And of course, the families, because you guys know he has a family. He has a wife, ex-wife. He has a family, and things like this affect everybody. So I feel really bad for everyone involved, and yeah, it's just really too bad. It's the kids that will get it the worst, of course, and you know, yeah, it's really dodgy. And anyway, so they have been dropped from the Prince's Trust as ambassador in the wake of this morning scandal. This morning scandal. Why did that look weird to me? A spokesperson for the King Charity said it was mutually agreed with the ex-presenter after after his confession, that is, of what he did. I'm choosing my words carefully per, algorithm. So, pardon me. So he's out. He's out. And I love this particular photo right here because it shows them during the more genteel times when he thought he had the whole world fooled. And if you ask me, one of the reasons why he was so rotten to everybody is because of all of the secrets and the deception and everything that he had to do in order to try to keep all those plates spinning at the same time. If you guys watched that documentary on Netflix about the the one that could fix your life, and how he befriended lots of high officials, he would actually have some sort of Sunday brunch or something like that, so that he could have them at his house on a weekly basis. And even though one of the people that was affected by him had wrote a handwritten letter and gave it to the police, it was just dismissed because it just couldn't be true because of who it was. So, yeah, it would have been just so much easier for everybody involved if they wouldn't have run the Sussexes out of the UK. I probably wouldn't know anything about this. I would see Harry and Meghan doing great things all over the world and, being celebrated by masses of people. But that was just not meant to be. The truth is that institution would never allow anyone as brilliant as the Duchess of Sussex and anyone as capable as the Duke of Sussex. They would never allow them to flourish. They would have to try to downplay their intelligence and their abilities so that they could fit in with some very mediocre people like mediocre Middleton and Workshire Will. They would have to. Do you know how difficult it is to dumb yourself down to try to fit in with the likes of them? It's not easy. And that is what would have been required for this to have not happened. So I can't say that I regret it at this point for that reason, because it would be suffocating. Harry was suffocating. As you know, they're running articles right now saying that Harry realized that he wanted to leave years ago. And I'm just like, how is that news? We have him on tape saying it. We even have William alluding to the fact that nobody really wants this job. But once we're called upon, we go. You know what I'm saying? So why are they I guess it's a slow news cycle as far as the Royals are concerned. They've gotten a good run out of scaring Kitty. And of course, the Sussexes, it seems like there's so much blame that goes to those, a couple of those rags that seem to have purchased photos of that night, right? And you know, I was listening to someone earlier that said that the one of the reasons why they haven't spoken about it anymore, meaning the tabloids, is because they saw Harry recording. There may be something legal going on that we don't know about. I'm not putting much, faith in the mayor of New York, and I would say that as far as the police department is concerned, they have a great police department, but when the people higher up tell you to downplay things, what choice do you have, right? So I don't know that I'm looking for much support from the police department. I don't ever want to hear from that taxi driver again. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. But it is interesting that everything is done. There's nothing else said about it. I thought they were going to go on about that for, quite some time. And it's like when there's about to be a riot in the big house. You know how they say, I heard, of course. Matter of fact, why am I trying to convince you? Where's Church Nellie? She'll tell you when there's about to be a. Where's Church Nellie? I need somebody who's who's knowledgeable about these things. Where's Church Nellie? Anyway, they say when there's going to be a riot in the big house. Everything gets quiet. So, yeah, see, Church Nellie ain't here. I know she know what I'm talking about. But hey, Big Mama. Big Mama say the royal family house of cards are falling apart all around them. Maybe the Rhoda will leave our faves alone for a minute. Karma is at the door. Of course it is. But I need Big House Nellie. Where is Big House Nellie? Because I need that amen from her, because I don't know if y'all believe me, but that's what they say. They say before there's a riot in prison, everything is real quiet. So anyway, y'all ask her about it later. I'm sure she will regale you with plenty stories about the big house. Okay, I needed that laugh. There we go. Leah Matthews, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Oh man, I tell you, there goes my allergies. I just looked out and I saw all that pollen flying around. Oh man, I sound like Robert Jobson. Oh man. Okay, so let me see here. Now, I haven't seen one of the daily squads lately, but I just found one today. So I'm a little late to this one. This one came out about a week ago. As you know, one of the squaddies, Cloud Noogie, produces these a Sussex Squad tabloid, I guess. So the gold standard, Princess Meghan stuns in a solid gold Joanna Ortiz cocktail dress as she arrives to receive her Ms. Ms. Foundation Women of Visions Award in New York City. Her amazing mother Doria and her extremely proud husband Prince Harry was there to show support. Boy, I tell you, it sounds weird to see something that looks like a tabloid that has such glowing words instead of that usual stuff that you get from them other people. And there you can see at the bottom, future of the monarchy, reality royals. And as you can see, Dr. Phil is showing Will and Kate an article, not an article, but a photo of Will at an award ceremony with someone that is not Kate. I wonder who that could be anyway. I can barely make out the face, but I don't think that's Kate because I don't see those ridiculous black gloves. Those gloves that the farmers use to grow the herd of cattle. Yeah, I don't see those gloves. But yeah, that's them on the Dr. Phil show. Gee, that's interesting. I didn't know they were on there. Oh, Church Nelly said, I haven't been in the big house since. Okay. Okay, so you done got a little rusty, but oh man. Well, thank you, Church Nelly, and thank you for the super chat and the update. And listen, if anybody calls to ask how you've been conducting yourself, I will make sure that I let them know you have been an upstanding citizen. All right? All right. Thank you so much for that. I don't know why. There's just a handful of people. When I say big house, I just naturally defer to just a handful of people, which says a lot about how I've been living. Okay, my face is hurting now. Ooh, I gotta stop smiling. My face is hurting. What was I talking about? Oh yes, it says right here. After appearing on several reality shows, are the royals on a course to become reality TV stars? A panel of squad experts sit down to discuss. Wow, I tell you, whoever writes this is just amazing. It's just like I'm looking at one of the tabloids, but it's as though I stepped into the looking glass and I'm seeing the world from the other side. Oh, Church Nelly, you too much. Got my face hurting. I mean, seriously, my smile muscles are aching. Ooh, oh, okay. Do a little facial exercise. VS speaks royally. Hey, VS, thank you so much for being here. And you're making it rain, 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 rain on me. All right. Thank you, Miss VS, for being here. And VS, of course, says, hi, everyone. All right. Excuse me. So, all right. I must admit, I did watch about 10 minutes of, no, about 5 minutes of this, maybe 10 minutes. They promoted this heavily. So, two of the biggest trolls that I could think of actually were together yesterday for a special where they pretend like they didn't, or they were concerned and at a certain point weren't sure, and at another point didn't know for certain. And then, of course, they tried to warn everybody who would listen about things going on over at that network, which, of course, is the one that fired, well, not fired, but he stormed out of his job, hoghead Pierce Morgan. And of course, if I recall, I believe for a short time, didn't Dan Wooten work there for a period of time, and then they let him go because they didn't like all that stuff he was saying about the Duchess of Sussex. So anyway, two haters got together last night. As you can see, they set up some real Hollywood studios, lighting and camera and stuff. I guess that's Eamon's home. But yeah, so they got together to talk about it. And it, of course, is the person who left ITV. I don't want to say his name because that's causing problems with the monetization. But all right, that's fine. But what is going on with this photo? What is going on with this photo? I'm sure they're close. And what am I seeing here? And I'm not saying that it's anything, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's anything like that, but I'm just saying, what is the message that they're trying to send to the world by this very curious unity that they have struck over this issue? But there's something to that photo, like they're trying to send a signal to somebody in some way, and I have no idea what it is. I mean, it looks like a couple of I don't know. I was going to say it looks like a couple of GQ models got old, but that would be to say that they actually look like something when they were young, and we all know that wasn't the case. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but they're sending a message to somebody. I don't know if they're sending a message to the person that left the show or what, but it's just a weird photo to me. I mean, they could have done a promo without this, armchair type of thing. So let me know what you guys think. Elaine Parker, thank you so much for the super sticker. And Iris Demonia says, let the church Nelly and the members say amen, amen, amen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Okay. Oh, Shelly L is here. Hi, Baron. Hello, beautiful squatties. I gave up trying to get any work done because you guys have me cracking up. All right. Glad to oblige. And thank you so much for being here. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't know. It's just something. That's what we are. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't thinking anything like that. I don't even want to envision anything. I just trying to figure out what's going on. It's like they're trying to send a message to someone, and I don't know what it is. Are they trying to say you're next, or we got your number 2, or something? I don't know. It seems very aggressive in some kind of weird way. I don't know. Let me see. Dale Beam says, since they wanted Meghan to work for her living, it's only fair that they work for theirs. Let me see. No one wants to hire those fools. Thank you so much, Dale Beebs. Let me see here. Reba Henderson says, these people are liars and are probably doing the same thing. Now, funny you should say that, because do you remember when Harry was at, what was it, the North or the South Pole? And I believe it was Dan Wooten who made some very, somewhat, I guess, flirtatious comment about Harry, something about he even looks hot at the North Pole or something like that. And I was just like, okay, you know, that's how journalists talk. And of course, it was not an article, it was his Twitter, to be fair. And, you know, where else can you say something as crude and as suggestive as that? But yeah, and it also made me wonder about him being photographed with the brother of Kate Middleton. I saw a photo of James Middleton. I saw a photo of them, and I'm just like, okay, Dan, I see you. So, yeah, I let my imagination run wild with this group. Okay, thank you, Ann. Fool. Let me see here. Oh, really? Gracefully Me says they have an interview coming up about the person who. Ooh, I saw. But now, are you talking about these two? Because that was on last night. That was on last night. I didn't watch the whole thing, but that was on last night. And the reason why I didn't watch it is not that I didn't want to see it. I was quite curious, actually, but I just didn't believe them. It didn't take long into it that I didn't feel like I was getting the truth. I was getting the truth as they want you to know it, not the truth as they know it. So I didn't think they were being very truthful. So I got kind of turned off fast. Leg says, is this the British poor man's devil's advocate? Yes, that's what it reminds me of, actually. It reminds me of the devil's advocate. But the thing is, who's the devil and who's the disciple? That's what I want to know. But you know, they're both very dodgy characters anyway, very sketchy. And if I'm correct, not that it matters, but is it true that the person that left this morning, is it true that he's from New Zealand also? Because if it is, it's amazing because Dan Wooten still sounds like he just got off the plane. I didn't get that from the other guy. But, you know, Dan Wooten, he, as much as he tries to sound so posh and erudite, he still has a bit of a twang from down under. But he fights against it, but you can still hear it. Because I'm coming from inside of the royal family. You know, it as he tries to suppress it, it actually sounds sinister and creepy, right? It's like as hard as he's been fighting, was that Adele Gibbons? Was that Adele Gibbons who said that Tina Turner sounded like she was talking with an English accent? Do you guys remember that? I think it was Dale Gibbons or somebody like that said, come on, Tina. You know you ain't from England. Everybody know your name is Anime. What is it? Anime Ham Hock Bullock. Anime Ham Hock Bullock. When I heard her say Anime Ham Hock Bullock, I let out a scream. That was so funny. She's like, come on now. Come on. Everybody know you Anime Ham Hock Bullock. And it is true. Tina Turner did get kind of a posh accent. But you know what? I think that comes natural, though. If you spend enough time in the UK, you're going to pick up a little bit of that. Madonna, same thing. When Madonna lived there for a while, she started sounding very posh in English. So why wouldn't Anime Ham Hock Bullock come out of there sounding like Mary, Queen of Scots, right? So, I mean, it's just natural. I suppose if I spent enough time there, you know what? I don't know what I would sound like if I spent a lot of time there. I would probably sound very strange, I'm sure. But come on, anime ham hock bullock. Anime ham hock bullock. I screamed when I heard that. Anyway, let me see. Oh, Karina Reina. Let me try to get that before it slips by me. Um, oh, thank you so much, Legs. Brilliant as always. Uh, what? Okay, I can't read that out loud, but interesting. Well, I'm telling you guys, I'm being very, very careful with this, but you know, say what you want about it in the chats, but try to, keep it cute. But it's everywhere. All of this, and what I love about it is that all of the spaces that was filled with nonstop Harry and Meghan, well, now they got someone else. Now they got someone else, and it looks like they are going to take this ride for a while. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. Rory B. Yeah. Hmm. You know what? Maybe they're trying to keep an eye on each other. So maybe if they stay close and keep an eye on each other, one won't throw the other one under the bus. And Lord knows, what's his name may not survive another trip under the bus because the bus then ran over Eamon 3 or 4 times. But then again, as much as he's been through that, he's still able to, sit upright and do his job. No, VS, I think that they're trying to look, they're looking, when I say aggressive, I don't mean that they look tough. I mean that they're sending a message to someone, is what I'm saying. That's what I think. I think there's a message behind this photo, and that is for an audience of one, or perhaps an audience of, a few people, but it's not meant to intimidate us. But I think that this very close photo of them together is to send a message to someone, and I just cannot figure out exactly who's supposed to, take heed to this warning. But it just seems like there is a very strong message that is going out to someone. And hey, official Lauren Brown, thank you so much for being here. Oh, Lauren Brown, thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh, thank you so much for watching. Royal Sussex, happy Tuesday to you. Okay, well, if you guys can, Karuna Rainer, this is what I was looking for. Baron, Schofield is not from New Zealand. He lived there to work for 2 years and acquired dual citizenship. I shouldn't be upset. I'm not sorry. Yeah, I shouldn't be upset listening to you. Okay, well, thank you, Karuna Reina. I wasn't sure. I know I heard something about New Zealand, but okay. Well, tell me this. Did you all see the video of him in the restaurant sitting there with his friend? And then that prankster walks in and, woo, 1 million followers. And then he lets out that confetti. And anyway, he jumps and he turns around and he has a follow-up video where he said that he was asked to take that video down because that's going to ruin things. Well, that was 2015 and it's already 2023. So I don't know, why all of a sudden this is a thing, but yeah. Yes, that I was aware of. That I was aware of about Dan. Yeah. Dan is a big gossip, and I'm sure he has a lot of stuff on a lot of people. And and it makes me so glad, excuse me, that Harry has gotten out of there, because um, I tell you, if there's any secrets in Kensington Palace, especially based on the type of people that were hired by William and his crew, they tend to hire a certain type of person. Um, I think they would say they have those continental ways. they have those very continental ways. They hired some real interesting people. Okay. And for that reason, I'm just glad that Harry is out of there, because he doesn't need to be. Um, oh man, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Yeah, well, it looked like two flew over the cuckoo's nest. Well, actually, one of them was able to fly, the other one was thrown and suffered a few injuries again. So, yeah, but they both went over the cuckoo's nest. I can assure you that. And of course, this is like, excuse me, my favorite photo of Dan Wooten, because it's the only one that shows him for the absolute beast of a person that he is. So this is, oh, you know what I meant to tell you guys? Um, and VS, I, you know how you link a person's channel, right? And you could see like that person has linked their channel to yours. Well, I could see where gosh, okay, I'll just say it. I don't know how, I don't know to what ends, but for some reason, I think Thomas Markle Jr. is following Royal Sussex. Now, we all know that he's seen it before, because he accused me of making fun of his dad. But Thomas Markle Jr. has his channel linked to my channel, and not just mine, but a few others. But I don't think any of them are like Sussex friendly channels. And I don't know, maybe he meant Sussex Royal and put Royal Sussex, but no, actually, I don't think that. I think he did that deliberately. I don't know if he wanted me to see his channel or what, but yeah, for whatever reason, he linked his channel to mine, which is disturbing, because well, I guess it's okay now, because I don't really have anything to say about his daddy anymore, that big Yeti. Um, Carlita Simone, thank you so much for the super sticker, and thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. So, yeah, it's just weird, but I think he actually watched Royal Sussex. So, TM Jr., if you're watching, go get some help. Please go get some help. It's not too late. Only you can prevent forest fires. What if he is sitting around in his boxer shorts and a tank top right now watching Royal Sussex, drinking a beer or something? That's like the portrait Norman Rockwell forgot to paint. Thomas Markle Jr. in his underwear in oils. I wouldn't expect to see that in a gallery anywhere, but yeah, it's just I do think that he is continuing. He may have been watching the show for ever since he walked into his father's house and he was going through things. Now, you guys, as I was saying some time ago, I believe that Sharon Osbourne and Eamon Holmes is the same person. I do. I think that they may be the same person because you never see them in the same room at the same time. Have you ever seen them appear on the same show together? As a matter of fact, I think if there is anything that Eamon wants to tell us right now, it has never been a better time for him to just speak his truth, to just, fess up. Tell us who you are. Who are you? Oh man, just tell us. You don't have to maintain this charade. You don't have to hide who you are. Be your real self. And just, let truth be the light and shine the way. But I tell you, I do believe they're the same person. I don't know how he does that voice, but it's like, he changes his voice, but I just think they're the same person. Well, the thing is, what is it? Oh, Lottie. The thing is, you see, he went over to his dad's house, and while he was going through, why he was going through is unclear. But while he was going through, well, you know what? I'll let him tell it. Because I can never do it the justice. So let him tell it. Thomas.
Thomas, I wanted to ask you about these vile individuals who refer to themselves as the Sussex Squad.
So I come to my dad's house and start going through it, and I look on YouTube, and my God, I see the Sussex Squad and the Royal Sussex page on YouTube and the things they post, and that's where I found that disgusting video making fun of my father just because he's going to the Jubilee. I mean, and if you look on the Royal Sussex page on YouTube, you're going to see exactly whose it is. It's definitely Meghan Markle. And if it's not her personally, she's definitely paying somebody to do it.
So maybe that's what it is. Maybe he is still desperately trying to prove that Meghan Markle somehow is responsible for Royal Sussex, that she has been pulling the strings for Royal Sussex all this time. And if he could only prove that Meghan Markle is the one behind Royal Sussex. Now, that being said, what I'm still trying to figure out is exactly what were you looking for while you were at your dad's house going through it? What exactly what does going through it entail? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out is exactly what is going through it. Let me see. And you know what? I haven't seen that video in ages. I wouldn't even know where to find it. The one that he's talking about. But anyway, it was fun though. Let me see. Never mind the Jubilee. Nope, that's not it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh my God, that was a fun video though, wasn't it? I don't remember the title or anything, so I couldn't find it if I wanted to. Let me try one more thing. Jubilee. Huh. Nope, I don't think that's it. Nope. Okay. That is not it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I titled it. I haven't seen that in a while, but that was fun though. Okay, well, let me move on then. Yeah, and I was at my dad's house and I was going through it. And my God, there was the Royal Sussex. And I'm just like, why do you have to say it like you're a character from Superman? Great Scots. Remember how they used to say that in Superman? Great Scots. He goes, and my God. I was at my dad's house and I was going through it and I looked on his computer and my God. Great Scots. That's weird, isn't it? I think he's a real drama mama. Talk about a drama mama. Thomas Markle, if you're watching, Thomas Markle Jr., let me just say that. If you're watching, you're a real drama mama. But that is so weird. So that means that both senior and junior may actually be fans of Royal Sussex. I didn't really think about that until just now. Well, actually, the other day when I saw him link his channel, I'm like, maybe he watches Royal Sussex every day. Yeah, great Scots. My God. That's how he said it. My God. Listen to him. I'm going to do it again. Listen to him. It's so, he's a drama mama.
So I come to my dad's house and start going through it, and I look on YouTube, and my God, I see the Sussex Squad and the Royal Sussex page on YouTube and the things they post, and that's where I found that disgusting video making fun of my father just because he's going to the Jubilee. And if you look on the Royal Sussex page on YouTube, you're going to see exactly whose it is. It's definitely Meghan Markle. And if it's not her personally, she's definitely paying somebody to do it.
And my God. Oh, well. Okay, so one of the Squaddies put a collage together of some of those moments. Oh, let me pull that one down so you can see the one up there. Yeah, you see it in the upper right. Of some of those moments where a certain princess seemed to be very uncomfortable around people of color. And as one of the Squaddies said, even the dog understood the assignment. Even the dog is leaning away. I think that's the one that really broke people. Most people were just like, yeah, that's kind of funny. But when they posted that picture of the dog leaning away, I think that's the one that had some people, as they say, rolling in the aisles. And it is kind of funny. Even the dog is leaning away. Like, please don't do that. Please, please. So, yeah. And we have been mentioning this for quite some time. And I think as far as the tabloids, the tabloids is one thing. They're going to get the best of the best when it comes to the photos, right? But if you ever look on like Getty, where they have the raw photos, unedited photos. See, the magazines, the tabloids, they will airbrush the photos all they want. But the raw photos, if you go to Getty Images, not only will you see the untouched photos, but you will also find photos that have not even been shown. And so if you are a fan of Celibici, sometimes they can get some real zingers that they run, just for the sake of petty, like I do. And they tend to gravitate to the ones that are, I won't say unflattering, but unpretentious. I'll just say unpretentious. Now, one of the things I worked on last night was, let me see. Is it this one? Hold on. Let me make sure this is the right one. Yeah, I didn't have anything better to do, so yeah, someone let slip the veil, and oh well, that is one of the little projects I worked on last night, just for the petty of it. You understand? Just for the petty of it. So, if you saw the thumbnail, you call them royal. I saw the article pop up. Two major royals fly back to UK on economy flight, leaving holidaymakers stunned. Two major royals. Two major royals. If okay, let me put it to you like this: if they didn't cast Roseanne Barr and John Goodman to play on that show, you could have easily replaced them with Zara the Tongue Ring Tindall and Mike Tindall. You could easily cast them in any of those working class shows and you wouldn't notice the difference. I'm pretty sure only a handful of people actually believed that it was them, and even fewer recognized them. So when they say major royals, they don't even have titles. Princess Anne refused the title for her children. And as far as the titles are concerned, they don't even have titles. They don't go out and do anything on behalf of the royal family. So what is this major royals? I'm telling you guys, it is a slow news period. And I can understand, but oh, they were just so amazed that they were flying. I'm not. Oh, by the way, King Oz, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Tuesday to you. So, yeah, I'm not saying that they're like the Beverly Hillbillies or anything. But I'm just saying, no big surprise that they were flying economy. So it says Mike and Zara Tindall were pictured in economy class on an Air France plane after watching the prestigious Monaco Grand Prix at the Circuit de Monaco on the weekend. Half-term holiday makers returning from Nice were stunned that is, to spot royals Mike and Zara Tindall on the Air France flight. The couple came home in economy class on the plane this morning, having been abroad to watch the Monaco Grand Prix on Sunday. I'm still trying to understand where they get major royals from. And of course, as they constantly maybe he was past the 18th hour. You know, once you get past 18 hours, you know they already start to slip around the 12th hour. So by the 18th hour, maybe it was over with by then. So I don't know how long they were away, but apparently they wasn't watching the clock. But but yeah, so much for two major royals fly back. Come on, Mirror. No wonder y'all in trouble. No wonder y'all in court. Y'all just put anything into print and just hope it sticks. It's like they're trying to check to see if the pasta is done. Just throw it at the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. Okay, that's what we doing now. All right. So yeah, these are the two major royals. And let me give you a little background. That's why I always say Zara, the tongue ring Tindall. Zara, the tongue ring Tindall. The Queen's granddaughter, Queen Elizabeth II, 70 years on the throne, someone who has seen the decline of the empire, the growth of the Commonwealth, someone who has been there when they put a man on the moon. She's met all these American presidents, and yet her granddaughter is walking around with a tongue ring. So this is the major royal. Um, that smile says, yeah, go to the back of the plane, would you? Yeah, try to sit as close as the tail cone as you can. This is not a first class person on anybody's flight. So, I'm sure she's fun. I'm sure she's nice. I'm sure she's a great mom, but she just doesn't impress me as someone who's there to represent the royal family. I'm sorry. Pretty teeth, though. And look at there. You know what? I just figured this out. When you don't have a title, you have better teeth. You see what I mean? Now, those are some Hollywood teeth. That's a Hollywood grill she got. Oh well, Zara the tongue ring Tindall, and of course, would the Queen's granddaughter actually get a ticket for speeding? Yeah, Queen's granddaughter Zara Tindall has been banned for driving for 6 months after she was caught speeding at 91 miles per hour in her Land Rover. The 38-year-old equestrian star, who is the daughter of Princess Anne, received a ban. She was actually banned from driving for a while because she was doing 91 miles per hour, not kilometers, 91 miles per hour. The Queen's granddaughter. Yeah, so that's quite regal, isn't it? Doesn't she take a helicopter like everybody else? And then as for Mike, now, if I didn't know better, I would have thought Mike had been hanging around with one of the Middletons. But no, I think this comes from rugby. I think he's a rugby player. And somewhere, somehow, whilst playing rugby, you know how they say, don't get your nose out of joint? Well, that's exactly what happened. I know it looks like something else, but I could assure you that that comes from rugby, not from Studio 54s. Wait, I think he's got a title. Look at his teeth. Maybe he does have a title. Look at his teeth. Those teeth say title. But anyway, yeah, so that is and King Charles III slimmed down monarchy. Zara Tindall is a major royal. Things are bad in that on that island. Yeah, Daisy, you're right. So maybe that is what's passing as a major royal now. Yeah, I see your point. Or you know what they say? Maybe Zara is the royal family's secret weapon. You know, they got so many secret weapons. Maybe she's a secret weapon. Mike and Zara, the royal family's secret weapon. I can see the headline right now. Zara and Mike Tindall, the royal family's secret weapon. Or how about this? Mike and Zara Tindall, they're the only ones who could save the royal family. Yeah. Okay. I'm with that. I can see that happening. I can see they have something to offer that family. Now, I don't know who did this, but I was on the Twitter and I was just scrolling through the comments or one of the threads from one of the tweets. I don't know who did this, but they grouped these two photos together. Now y'all getting out of hand. Even I haven't stooped to this level. Y'all are getting out of hand. Now that's just too much. That's even beneath me. Even I have not gone there yet. So, what say you? I think whoever the squaddie is that did this ought to be ashamed. There is just no excuse for it. You should have at least let me come up with it first. Oh my goodness, let me see. Oh, what is the date on that one? Oh, that's 2019. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just going to take a quick look through the Twitter because I saw something earlier and I wanted to see if it came up again, but I don't see it, so maybe it was nothing. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Oh, okay. All right, let me check one more thing. All right. All right, so I guess that's nothing. Very cool. Okay, so let that sink in. And then there's this. Another squaddie made this one. Princess Karen share. And seriously, I did not do these. Someone else did them, but I thought they were hilarious. Share. Not to be confused with spare. Oh, by the way, did you guys watch the review video last night? I made a couple of videos last night, and there's one for the review. And let me see. And did I? Oh, wait a minute. I didn't show you guys. Okay. I got another one that I didn't show you all yet. Let me see. I didn't post it yet, should I say.
Point about Prince Harry. I think that's why people are triggered. He set boundaries, and those that don't respect boundaries make him out to be the issue. I think this is one of the reasons that Prince Harry is one of the most relatable figures in the royal family, and why, if the royal family is having a relatability crisis, which it is, they should have been leaning more heavily on Harry rather than rejecting him and kicking him out. As basically anybody who has been to therapy and committed to doing the changes requested in therapy can probably attest to you, there are always going to be people in your life that when you enact boundaries, they are upset because they are used to you fulfilling a specific role in their lives, and they get very hurt when you don't fulfill that role anymore. And this is one of the ways that lasting change can be very difficult as a result of therapy, especially if you're unwilling to separate yourself from the people who won't listen to your boundaries. And it's one of the biggest reasons that I'm block on site with people that won't even try to see Harry's perspective, because I know that chances are the reason they feel that way is because they are people who are causing harm in their own lives and who would be very frustrated if the people they were causing harm to started enacting their own boundaries.
Okay, she talks kind of fast, but she said what she said very fast. But don't worry if you didn't catch that. I am going to post it later. Yeah, so I will post that later. So as I said, when I get my new PC, I'm going to do more of the edited videos. And that's exactly what I've been doing. Only thing is I need to try to sleep at night instead of the daytime. But sometimes at night I get so into it that I'm next thing I know it's 4:30 a.m. So it's crazy how that works out. But I always feel more creative at night. Thank you, Dorcas. Okay. All right, so it is almost Lilibet's birthday, And remember that onesie that she's wearing? Remember how they sold out? I don't even know what the brand is, but I saw that photo today and I'm just like, oh yeah, the onesie, the onesie. Yes, Petite Lily, La Petite Lily. That is French, petite. Yes, just as adorable as can be. Look at little Lily. Look at her little cheeks and her little chubby arms and her little chubby legs and little chubby cheeks. Looking just as cute as can be. I do the worst baby talk, don't I? Aww. Aww. Yeah, so don't forget, you guys, the link is at the top of the chat. If you guys want to make another contribution, or if you can make another contribution to the Kaboom, which of course this is honoring both Lily and Archie's birthdays. It is still up at the top of the chat. And as you can see, when I made this slide, Kaboom was over $88,000. Yeah, so Kaboom is doing very, very well. Now, there is a bit of controversy that I want to share with you guys. Dr. Shola says the ignorance here is appalling. Black people also have natural red hair. Just say you're mad Ariel is black. Caucasity is thinking mermaids are a white creation. With all the Africans, white people drowned in the Atlantic Ocean, you're shocked Ariel is a black mermaid with red hair? And you know, that is something to think about. A lot of those slave ships, if you know the story, you know that sometimes when they thought they wouldn't make a profit, they would just throw them overboard. So I guess in some mythical way, if it were possible, then why wouldn't they have African skin and African hair that is just happens to be red? And so you could see the tweet that Dr. Shola is responding to. As a redhead, I love Ariel growing up. She was always my favorite. I am sad they changed my childhood favorite princess because of a new woke religion. In the grand scheme of things, that Disney is doing, that is morally wrong. This doesn't even hit the list. I am still sad about it, though. Doesn't even hit the list. I don't even know what that is. But anyway, that is what she is upset about, is the Ariel character. And I'm telling you, this, and you know what really makes me sad? What really makes me sad, as they have said, the black woman is the most unprotected of all the humanity on earth. Black women are the most unprotected, the most vulnerable, the most vilified. Just make this comparison. Why is it that a movie made for children featuring a black mermaid compared to a movie that really appealed to all ages, like Panther, the Black Panther, and you didn't have the same controversy about Black Panther? That happened to have had a male lead. But in this movie, you have a female lead, and that seems to be the problem, is that this involves a woman of color. You have someone whose grandfather actually watched his father pick cotton. And all these years later, his granddaughter is featured in a major motion picture, and still that same old time racism is present and accounted for. A lot of people haven't even missed a beat. And there's these big campaigns online to try to destroy the profitability of the movie, which of course means that they will never have to see another movie that features, and you guys hear me when I say this, Disney Disney realized that that movie was not going to do well in Asia. Asia is a huge market for motion pictures. They have been casting Asian characters lately because of that, because that's the only way that they know they can. There's over 1 billion people in China. There's over 1 billion people in India, and all the rest of Asia, Korea, Japan, and so on. And they want to make money. But I'm pretty sure they were surprised that some of the backlash was coming from the English speaking world. And then when I heard about France, I'm like, France? Yes. So there has been a backlash against the movie. Oh gosh, I didn't want that. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Where did it go? There it is. In the same lifetime, he watched his father pick cotton. He sees his granddaughter star in a multi-million-dollar Disney film as the lead character. Now that says a lot. That says a lot. Oh, really, Lauren? I did not hear about it. I'm going to have to look that one up. But yeah, so anyway, but the response did not only come from Dr. Shola, obviously. Take a look here. So this was actually on the thread with Dr. Shola's tweet. If you guys remember that meme where the guy is walking down the street with his girlfriend and he looks the other way because he sees some other girl that he's interested in. Well, they have reenacted that scene on somebody's kitchen table using the characters from the Mermaid movie. So how cute is that, right? But wait, it gets better. It gets better. Trust me when I say it. So here you have a collection of Disney characters, Cinderella, Snow White, Maleficent, whatever her name is. You can see Beauty and the Beast. You got all these people here, right? But enters Ariel to turn the party. And now the despondent looks upon the faces of those other dolls back there suddenly makes sense. No wonder they're looking so shady. Look at the ones on the left in particular. And what about that one in the back that looks like she's going to grow old and look like Lady C? See the one in the back on the right with the crown? All of a sudden, that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Church Nelly. Church Nelly just added the link for the Mermaid for Trevor Noah. And then, of course, here we are. So I'm going to go see the movie. I will probably go to the last performance or the last, showing when those little kids ought to be at home in the bed. And this is the one thing that I have to tell you that really tugs at my heart. So 8 months ago, when they showed the trailer for the movie, these little girls lost their mind. When your favorite Disney princess looks like you, and in particular, the one in the pink says, she's like me. There's even a video, and I could not find it to even share a snapshot of it. But there's a video where this one girl is in the movie theater and she's just wailing with tears watching the movie. So we didn't have to wait another lifetime for something to have an impact like the movie Black Panther. This is definitely, something that's needed. When you see yourself, when you feel like you've been seen, it does something to you. And there's no greater feeling to have than to know that you've been seen. So there you go. The movie is doing well. Also, Rosalind Carter, they just announced that she has dementia, and they said she's happy and comfortable, but you know, as you know how that goes, she has her good days and her bad days, I'm sure. But the important thing is that the two Carters are together, and so please keep her and Jimmy Carter in your prayers. All right, and so at this point, guys, I'm just gonna do a little presidential history. So if you guys are up way past your bedtime, it's cool if you want to go ahead and bounce out of here. I'm just about done. But on this day, the 78-year-old Robert Todd Lincoln, at the dedication of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington back in 1922. So 101 years ago, 78-year-old Robert Todd Lincoln was actually at the dedication of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. And I know it seems like the Lincoln Memorial is much older, but it's not. It's only from 1922. Nation dedicates Lincoln Memorial. Today, this beautiful structure is accepted by the president on behalf of the people. The three steps, 38 feet high, form a platform measuring 204 feet in length and 134 feet in width. On this platform, 36 columns symbolizing the Union. So at the time, I believe there was 36 states, maybe. Yeah, I think it was for 36 states at the time Lincoln died, maybe. That made up the Union. So yeah, I think that's what it is. 36 columns for 36 states. Well, anyway, that is what happened on this day back in 1922. And oddly enough, Robert Todd Lincoln is not buried at Lincoln's tomb in Springfield, Illinois. He's actually at Arlington National Cemetery. But his marker looks just like the one, well, not just like it, but very similar to the one that is over his father's grave. So just a little presidential history. Now, and with that, you guys, I'm going to say goodnight to you. I mentioned yesterday that I had took some photos at a American cemetery in Cambridge, England. So I'm just going to show these photos on the way out. So again, if you guys are up way too late, feel free to go ahead and bounce out of here. If you're going to stay, I'm just going to show about 10 photos and then I am done. But I mentioned this yesterday and I didn't have the photos prepared. The photos are not stunning because, as you can see, it is an overcast sky. So the colors don't really light up. But this is the entrance to the cemetery. I was taking a tour and I heard them mention it. And so I'm like, oh, I got to go. So they actually have a chapel at the cemetery. As you can see, the wall has the mosaic tiles. And this is a distant view of the altar. If you check out the ceiling, you can see the bomber planes flying over, along with some very abstract looking angels. And then the stained glass windows represent all 50 states. So each one of those panes that you see there has beveled glass, and etched into the glass is the name of the state, and then the seal, the individual seals for all 50 states. Pretty clever. And that is the chapel from a distance. I'm standing outside of it at this point. And remember, this is Cambridge, England. This is an American cemetery in the United Kingdom. And I don't know if it's the only one, but I think it is. You can see that all of the armed forces are represented: the Navy, the Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Air Force, Marine, Navy, Army, Navy, Marine, Coast Guard. Well, anyway, all the armed forces are, represented here. And this is the actual cemetery. I don't know exactly how big it is. I didn't go all the way back there. But as you can see, the graves kind of fan out like that. Very, very beautiful cemetery. Very uniformed. And right there, these and many other sites were lent by the people of the United Kingdom to the armed forces of the United States of America in order that they might prepare and support their great military assaults. Is that right? I can barely see that. Anyway, so 1941 to 1945. And I just took a picture of this one grave. I saw the name Harry, so I took a photo of that, but just randomly saw it. And this is the reflecting pond that leads to the chapel. And that is just a little gateway to the property. And that's it, you guys. Thank you very much. Not the best photos, I know, but as I said, the sky was a bit overcast. And this is the first time I've ever shown them to anyone. So thank you guys that stayed to see them. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much again. Thank you to the moderators for keeping this a safe space. And also thank you guys for the generous contributions to Royal Sussex. Oh, by the way, I received a Cash App earlier today. No, a PayPal. So thank you so much for the PayPal earlier today. Yeah, I was just sitting there minding my business, and all of a sudden the PayPal popped up. So thank you very much. All right, you guys. Thank you. That's it. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine. That is the four forces. But, you know, interestingly enough, I don't think that there was an Air Force at the time of the war. You had the Army Air Corps. The Air Force was not formed until after the war. Yeah, so the responsibility for the Air Force was with the Army. Okay. Lisha, thank you so much, Lisha. Thank you, B10. Have a good night. All right, you guys. And of course, with much love and appreciation to our queens. And of course, the last word of the day is we have a space force. Are you kidding me? A space force? Did I see that on the Star Trek? A space force? Ugh, that sounds weird. Okay, Joy Moore says, good night, Ingrid Soares. Have a blessed night. Well, I think that goes for everyone, right? So that looks like an ending to me. Well, thank you, everyone. I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, Shay. All right. Well, yeah, you can watch the replay. We had fun today. Okay. So, Cookies and Cream says, everyone, please continue to pray for the Sussexes. each other and the world. Oh, which reminds me one thing. I don't know how many of you guys are on Twitter, but there is someone trying to organize the Sussex squad. And I heard that in the spaces earlier today. That someone's trying to organize the Sussex squad. Don't give out any personal information. They're advertising a free private space where Sussex supporters can connect and collaborate. We're connected enough. Thank you very much. So people have been in that person's Twitter, lighten them up. I would advise you guys, your anonymity is very important. And I cannot stress that enough. I would not be here if this was some organization where I had to report to someone. If that was the case, I wouldn't be here. As I've said many times, you all are my constituency. There's no head person. So that's the way I see it. I act on my conscience and on behalf of the people that subscribe within reason. And that's it. But there's no hierarchy here. And I encourage anybody who wants a channel to make a channel. How many times do I say, go listen to somebody else? Never listen to just one voice, because I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't want that responsibility, and I don't think you should give it to anyone. So that it was kind of weird that someone wants to, do something like that. The only thing we ever come together for is to raise money for something like Kaboom, but anything else is just a little bit too sketchy for my taste. So this person may mean well, but I don't like it. It ain't for me. So there you go. And if anybody ever say that I asked for some money, tell them to go to hell. Just, you could practice it. Go to hell, because that is not coming up. I don't, people have received messages from various people or pretending to be various people. And in some cases, it was someone who was taking advantage of their popularity in the Sussex squad. Just don't do it. Don't do it. So that is very important, because you don't want to get scammed. You don't want to give out your personal information. You don't want to sign up to some service and have someone able to see all of your, your IP and all that kind of stuff. You don't want that. So, in other words, just keep doing what you've been doing, right? But yeah, I heard them talking about it, and I was like, what? And the thing is, I saw it and I didn't pay any attention to it. So I didn't even click on it when I saw it. But then when I saw it again, I said, oh, that's what they're talking about. An exciting strategy to fight back against the vile and hateful comments directed toward Harry and Meghan. I think we're pretty adept at doing that without somebody's, trying to organize something. Magnify your Twitter and social media voice and I'm sorry. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't. It was just very, very strange. So with that, you guys, I'll mention it again tomorrow, sooner rather than later, because I think it's very important. The choice is yours, but you won't be seeing me over there. All right. You won't be seeing me over there. Yeah. So the great thing about the Sussex squad, there is no leader. There is no one voice. There's no one opinion. We're not a monolith. Okay. So with that, you guys, love you, and I will see you all tomorrow. I am starting to lose my voice. Yeah, when I start sounding like Bonnie Raitt, I think it's time to go. Let's give them something to talk about, a little mystery to figure out. Let's give them something to talk about. How about love? I love this song. I feel so nervous. Could you be falling for me? It took the rumors to make me wonder. Now I'm convinced I'm falling under. Think about you every day. Dream about you every night. I'm hoping that you feel the same way. I love that song. Okay. So I'm going to go. Thank you guys, and see y'all tomorrow. Oh yeah, Ginger Avenger. That's what I'm looking for. Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to take that away. There we go. Let's give them something to talk about. Okay. I used to be sad. I used to be shy. The funniest thing, the saddest part is I never knew why. Going through life with blinders on is tough to see. Oh, man. La, 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 la. La, la, la. That was a good song, wasn't it? Alice. That was a good song. La, 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 la. Fum, 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 fum. I love that little ending. Fum, 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 fum. And Florence Jean Castleberry. Kiss my grits. Kiss my grits. Florence Jean Castleberry. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm finna go, y'all. I know y'all think I'm about to stay on for another hour. me see here. Oh, how's about that? There's a bell. Well, there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Oh yeah, Alice theme song, love it. You can sing. Oh, Love Boat, love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. The Love Boat. Soon we'll be making another. I used to know all the theme song. Soon would be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. Set a course for adventure, your heart on a new romance. And love won't hurt anymore. Oh man, whatever happened to the theme songs? Oh well. All right, so okay, guys. Melba Moore, Over the Rainbow. Yeah, right. Oh, let me see. Yeah. I probably have been pushing myself. B10. Time to sit back and relax. I need to watch. You know what? Maybe I'll do that this week. Maybe I'll just do some edited videos so I can watch, catch up on a few movies. Like I haven't even seen Bridgerton yet. And Lord knows I have been paying for the Netflix. You know, I think I've had my Netflix account since 2010. Yeah, since 2010. Like what, 13 years of Netflix uninterrupted. So I need to start watching it. So yeah. I can't smile without you. If you only knew what I'm going through, I just can't smile. Oh yeah, Barry Manilow. You just can't be in a bad mood and listen to Barry Manilow. Oh, Nina. Listen, you guys, stop trying to make me stay on here. I'm going to go. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.